So, Elaine, you can expect more U.S. airstrikes in the coming days. This decision by President Obama was made reluctantly. He hasn't wanted to authorize strikes until a new government was in place in Libya. As we said in the piece there, it's been only 5 months that new prime minister has been in power. So this is going to be a struggle for him to gain more support from the Libyan people, and perhaps this U.S. Air support will not only win on the battlefield, but win him support to end the war that has been ravaging that country since 2011.
Margaret, what other actions might we see the U.S. take in this latest push against ISIS?
Well, more targeted U.S. strikes are expected, but we also know that U.S. diplomats are working very hard at trying to shore up more support for this fledgling government in Libya, along with French special forces and British special forces on the ground. Those Western diplomats are also working hard to get some of these various militias, particularly in the eastern part of Libya, to join the ranks of the forces loyal to that brand new prime minister, basically trying to cobble together a military and cobble together a government there so that ISIS can't continue to exploit that power vacuum in Libya.
And Margaret, can you give us some background on the city of Sirte? Why is this an important target to hit?
Well, people may remember because it's the birthplace, hometown of Muammar Gaddafi, but strategically, if you look at a map, it is dangerously close to European shores, just a few hundred miles from them. So having that ISIS stronghold so nearby European allies makes them quite nervous. And the U.S. is looking at that as a strategic target because it would be such a blow to their terror operations. Now, there are thousands of others, an estimated 5,000 or so Libyan ISIS fighters in Libya, I should say, many of them foreign fighters who have poured into that country over the past year or so, particularly as battlefield gains were made in Syria and Iraq. So Libya, in many ways, has become considered the most strong and strategic new ISIS stronghold. So expanding the battlefield, this decision the president has just made, is a significant one.
Lastly, Margaret, do we expect the president to address this latest effort in Libya anytime soon?
Well, we do know President Obama will be speaking to the press tomorrow. He's hosting a leader of Singapore who's coming here as part of his state visit. So undoubtedly he will be asked about this. But we also know that the president is gathering his national security team once again later this week to talk about the fight and the threat against ISIS. So I would expect to hear much more in the coming days.
All right, Margaret Brennan at the White House. Margaret, thank you.